Alrighty. Another book where I thought I knew the story, but nope! The book and the Ghibli film start off almost the same, but then stray very drastically. Like, the main conflict of the movie is that there's a war going on over a missing prince, and Howl doesn't want to help. And in the book, Sophie is trying to balance her newfound oldness while trying to escape this seemingly possessed scarecrow and trying to find a way to end Howl and Calcifer's contract so Calcifer can take the spell off of her and so she can just go home and keep making hats. Very different. And the Witch of the Waste in the book stays our main protagonist. The old witch that Howl is trying to avoid throughout the film, she gets killed off screen by the Witch of the Waste, just casually because she pissed her off. The random dog that seemed to be that witch's henchman, he was just a guy. The Witch of the Waste turned him into a dog when she got what she needed from him. Oh, and you ask, what did she need from him? She used pieces of that man, pieces of another wizard, and pieces of the missing prince in order to Frankenstein together the perfect man. And that's why she needed Howl's heart, was to complete this monstrosity conglomeration of a bunch of different people. That's not in the Ghibli film. The scarecrow that turned out to be the transformed prince? No, he was also a conglomeration of pieces left over that the witch didn't use. I mean, I can't imagine Miyazaki reading this book and thinking, this would make a great little, rom-com, for kids. And, Howl and Sophie never really got along throughout the whole book. They're arguing back and forth with each other. And it's not until the last dozen or so pages that they really start to get along. And then the book ends with them looking at each other and being like, yeah, I guess we're in love now. Also, Howl being that weird bird creature? Not a thing. Never mentioned. Never even, touched on. Miyazaki, my guy. What the fuck? I didn't like this. I kept reading, expecting it at one point to turn into the film. The story would turn into the film. And it just never did that. And I know it's unfair of me to expect a book and a movie to be the exact same. But a little similarity might be nice, It felt at times that the team at Ghibli just read the book, took the pieces that they liked, and then made their own story. Just like The Witch of the Waste, am I right? Rather than adapting the story that we had. Like The Missing Prince, that was magically torn apart to create a Frankenstein lover boy? Nah, he's just a scarecrow. Whispers of war throughout the kingdom? No, let's just go full-blown attacks on the city and on ships, on aircraft, just a full-blown war. The Witch of the Waste, the main antagonist of the book, let's just turn her into, this weird old lady that kind of joins them for some reason. In the book, the titular castle is described as being a literal castle floating through the sky. Its size is purely for show. The interior of it is just a living space, a couple of bedrooms, and the bathroom. That's it. It isn't this sprawling living space inside this walking machine creature that Calcifer controls. And don't get me wrong, I love that giant moving machine thing. It is magnifique. It is a beautiful thing. It's not a literal castle. There's nothing wrong with taking pieces of a story that you like to create a new piece of media. It feels insincere to try to paint them as the exact same thing, Also, Howl is explicitly Welsh. The door that goes to his secret hideout place, it goes to Wales. It visits his family in Wales. He speaks Welsh with them. When Darius, he'd read this before, he told me, he's oh yeah, no, he's Welsh. I thought he was tinfoil hat. Oh, everything is Welsh. But no, he is explicitly 100% Welsh. Calcifer at one point even sings. He sings Sosban Vach. And Sophie is like, what is that song? I don't understand it. It's like in a language I don't understand. And then she hears the word saucepan in there. Sosban Vach. And I looked at the book that I actually pulled last time. They're not related at all. Like, yeah, it takes place in a different kingdom. There's different characters. Howl might show up at one point to create like a extended universe kind of idea, but like it's painted as it says sequel to Howl's Moving Castle, but not the same. Will I read it? No. If it comes up on the thing again, I will. But pass. I'm actually currently reading the Fablehaven series, which I haven't read since like middle school. Really enjoying it. I've been reading it for like 3 days now. Darius is out of town. So that's like basically all I've been doing. I'm already on the 3rd book, so woo. Anyway, next book. All right, random number between 2 and 280. Let's go. Better at typing this time, go me. 80, let's go, BB. How green was my valley? Speaking of Wales! It's one of the, like, when you think about Welsh literature, it's like one of them. Richard Llewellyn. Orwell. There she is. How green was my valley. One of the truly great novels of our time. Cool. Oh god, that is some small text. This is a thick book. And that is some small text. Oh, I hope it's a quick read. Anyway. Fablehaven. Dresden. That bad boy. I'll see you in like 3 years.